Got my do-rag on all crazy. I bet y'all didn't expect me to be here on time. Because I'm never on time. But look at me. I'm turning over a new leaf. Starting my YouTube lives on time. I just got out the shower. I did everything. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be ready at 9 o'clock at the time that I set. Respect me. Made my poll. All right, we're in business. We in business. Let's see what we got on TV. Heading on down South Park, gonna meet some friends of mine. Yeah, I recently discovered I have a bunch of channels that I had no idea existed. And so all the shows that I used to watch in Colombia, they're on my TV, bro. I just don't know how to get to it. Live TV, TV dramas, no. Let's see, daytime TV. The problem is I don't know how to work it. Oh, okay, now. Yeah. This is what happened last time I was watching Deal or No Deal. I scrolled up and I'm like, wait a second. La Selección, I know that show. And then I was like, this is my show, bro. So that's how I realized that I have way more channels than I thought. Let's see, entertainment. Allá te espero. Nah, I don't know that show. Teen Sounds, sí hay paraíso. Sí hay paraíso. Let's see, what did y'all vote? Bro, how y'all gonna vote yes on the poll and you have not told me something that you learned this week? That makes you a liar. So I'm gonna wait for y'all to tell me what y'all learned this week. Esmeralda. Seis impactos. 12 al día. I don't know any of these shows. I learned a difference between perspective and perspective. What's the difference between perspective and perspective? I'd love to hear it. But I also wonder if you meant to put perspective 2 times. Oh, perception. Okay. In your own words, what is the difference between perspective and perception? Do, 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 do. Oh, no, don't worry about it. I was just confused. Braden, what's up? Do, 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 do. Sky Lively is going to tell me the difference between perspective and perception. Perception is your experience through the way you view the world. This is made up of feelings and experience. Perspective is the actual reality of a situation. Give me 1 second. Did I finish reading that? Perspective. Okay, okay, okay. Perspective is the actual reality of a situation. So you're saying that we can have two different perceptions, but we can't have two different perspectives. Is that what you're saying? I don't think I've ever thought about the difference between those words, actually. I don't think I've ever used it. I don't think I've ever used them interchangeably, though. I think I've heard other people say that's your perspective, but I don't actually say that. Only time I ever really use those words is if I say perception is reality, which is not literal. It just means that whatever you think something is, that is your reality, not the actual reality. So, if something looks a certain way, I understand why you feel the way you feel about it because that's your reality. So, perception is reality. But as far as perspective, when I think about it, I don't use the word perspective much. I'm trying to think of when I actually do use it, and I can't come up with a situation that I frequently would use the word perspective, unless I'm using it in a phrase, like a change of perspectives. Oh, my back. It's good though. It's a good little piece of trivia. Good difference in words. Braden, did you learn anything this week? I love hearing stuff that people learn. Learning is amazing, man. It's really something that people take for granted. Back problems? No, I don't have back problems. I was saying the way I was laying, because I was propping myself up with my arm in a weird way. and I was just too lazy to get up. So I laid there until I couldn't lay in that position anymore. I got the world's strongest back, dog. People actually don't know this unless they really know me, but I was actually born with scoliosis. But, I've deadlifted like 750 pounds, so people are always like, man, how do you get your back that strong, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, born with a weak back, I turned it into a strength. Now nothing could hurt my back, bro. Besides old age, maybe. But we'll leave that for the future. For the future. Bro, where did you even come from? I've never seen you before. Were you just posted up waiting until someone said something about back problems? Or do you have like some kind of magic spell that tells you when someone talks about their back problems? Let's see, there's 8 votes. If there's 8 votes and 50% said yes, there should be 4 people telling me something that they learned this week. A bunch of liars. Mustang Mike, what's up? How you doing? Do you actually have a Mustang? Or are you into horses? Why do they call you Mustang Mike? Your dad has a 1969 Mustang. That's your dad, though. Your dad should be Mustang Mike. What do you have? Right now, you're the son of Mustang Mike. What's your dad's name? Your dad, we're going to give him a nickname with Mustang. Oh, yeah, this is definitely some kind of artificial intelligence that is like pushing this Shogun product. I wonder if I just start saying random body parts hurt, will like other people pop up in the chat trying to sell me stuff. Ah, my ankles hurt so bad. Ah, my wrist hurt. Nah, but seriously, I don't have any back problems. Appreciate you. I crashed his car when I was 16, so everyone called me Mustang. Okay, all right, you get to be Mustang Mike. You should have led with that. That's what I needed to know. That's hilarious. Got 99 pounds, but the back ain't one. That's the truth. That's the truth. With the injury that I had earlier this year, definitely not my back. That's the problem. That was 40 years ago. That is quite a long time ago. That was quite a bit of time ago. And you still Mustang Mike. That's how nicknames work, man. You never get over them. It's like my nickname. I have no temper problems anymore. Something that was when I was a little kid. I'm a nice guy. The nickname doesn't fit me at all, but it sticks. Everyone that has drives, everyone that drives a Mustang has wrecked a Mustang. Check this out. I was in a crash, but it wasn't my fault. Does that count? When I was 16 years old, I had a, let me see. No, my first car was a 1988 300 ZX. And that one like blew up in the middle of the street. So when I was 17, I had a 2008 Mustang. And this girl ran straight into the back of me at like 60 miles per hour. She destroyed my car. But that wasn't my fault. So, does that count? It wasn't because of me. Let's get down to business. To defeat the Huns. All right, I'm going back to land in the position that hurt my back. See how long I can stand it this time. I need the rest of the people that voted yes on the poll to tell me what you learned this week. What music do I like? Man, everyone says this, but I genuinely like everything. Like, I don't know. I feel like any genre, I could tell you like at least two songs that I like. I'm more of a I'm more of a vocals person, so the genre doesn't matter so much as long as I like the person's voice and the passion that they're putting into it. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I can get down with this song. So I like a lot of music. Sometimes I even listen to like there's just one song I like. Actually, I couldn't even tell you what it's called because it's like Irish. It's like I don't know. It's in like their native language too. And I don't know what she's saying exactly, but it's an amazing song. But if you ever heard Passion Pit Sleepyhead, they sampled that song to make Sleepyhead. And it's an amazing song. You're an inch away from the edge of this bed. I'll drag you back, Sleepyhead. Theme music for me, 80s and 90s sitcoms. Really, that's strange. That's cool though. It's just I don't think I've ever seen someone say that before. You still love the Beatles? That's fair. You know what, man? I can't say I like the Beatles. I don't dislike them. I wouldn't just like turn the music off if I heard it, but there's nothing that stands out to me. Wait a second. No, that's a lie. There's one song. Is it the Beatles? Say you want a revolution. Well, no. Is that the Beatles? I'm getting old, man. I'm forgetting stuff. If that's the Beatles, I take back what I said. I like the Beatles. But like I said, I'm the type of person I can really like one song from a person or a group and I won't listen to any of the rest of their music. Like I could think that one song is the best song in the world, but I could just be like, yeah, it's the only song I like from them. That's just how I am, man. I just like sometimes I just really like the way vocals sound on a track. Did you know Alan Thicke of Growing Pains wrote theme songs for many shows, including the hit series Cheers? I think I might have known that. Not 100% sure on that one, though. How does the Cheers theme song go again? I'm trying to think of it in my head, but I can't get the rhythm. Alan Thicke's son is Robin Thicke. Yeah, I like him too. Robin Thicke has a song I really like. I just can't remember how it goes. It's like a love song. Two somethings, two birds, two somethings. I can't remember. Mark Banana 57. I owe money to the cartel. What do I do? Uh, hey man, you know, I write a letter, say my goodbyes. You know, try to have some fun. Can't imagine that you actually owe money to the cartel though. I don't think you'd be on YouTube right now. Blurred lines? No, not blurred lines. It's like two lovebirds or something. Two lovebirds, two something. I love you for a lifetime. I can't remember. I can't remember the song, but I like it. If I heard it, I would be able to sing with it. But right now, I got a TV show on and I'm doing this, and I can't catch the rhythm of any song in my head. My favorite movie? That's tough. It's just I'm such a movie watcher that I think it has to be broken down by genre, decade. I like so many different movies for different reasons. I would say Interstellar is one of the better movies that I've ever watched. No Country for Old Men, it's up there. Sicario, the first one, up there. One of the scariest movies I've ever seen. It's called High Tension. Still the scariest movie I've ever seen. It's crazy. I loved it. Cartel Problems, Better Call Saul. If you really have cartel problems, there's no escaping it, man. Even with the right amount of money, you might not be able to get them off of your back. Anything with Nicolas Cage is the best. I like Nicolas Cage. Your favorite all-time Shawshank Redemption? That's a classic. That's definitely a classic. No Country for Old Men was so good because you don't realize until someone tells you that there's absolutely no music in a movie. I think it might be the only movie I've ever watched where there's no soundtrack, no music, no scary music when the killings are happening. It's just straight up tension and good dialogue. You know what? I like the movie There Will Be Blood too. It's just not something that you can watch a bunch of times, I don't think, but it was really good. Sometimes randomly, I'm just like, I'm what? Oh, the way I folded, or the lack of folding.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I'm Daniel Plainview, and this is my son, HW. I just say that to myself randomly. It's probably some kind of disorder. Peace. Barnum was the bomb. True. My mom wants me to take the boys home. What?
Why?
Why what?
Why right now?
When?
Why right now?
I'm saying when.
Tomorrow.
Because they were supposed to go home today. Why you want them to stay so bad?
Because it's bedtime.
At 9:30?
It's bedtime routine.
You gotta work tomorrow?
In the evening, but still.
I like The Godfather. Yeah, I like The Godfather. For sure. But I told her it would have to be after 10 o'clock because I heard I already started this live. So I don't know if she's just going to do it herself or what.
We hope so.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
Mustang Mike, it's just me and you right now. And my wife, but she's in the bed and she's not a part of this conversation. I'm going to stay on until about 10 o'clock. This is my short live of the week. I do a long one on Sundays, and I do a short one in the middle of the week, just to keep the consistency. What other movies are good? You know what movie has been growing on me? Training Day. The first time I ever watched Training Day, I didn't really think it was a great movie. The more I watch Training Day, I see more things. I'm like, you know what? The story could be told so many different ways. I don't know if he was trying to set him up from the beginning or if he just realized that he wasn't crooked like him and he needed someone to pin the stuff on. There's been other theories that he basically knew he wasn't getting out of the trouble that he was in and he was just trying to pass the torch to someone. I don't know. But it's been growing on me. One of the few movies that I've watched more than once. I don't really care to watch movies more than once. Denzel's your favorite actor? You know, what is it? Gladiator. They're making another Gladiator. It's coming out soon, and he's in it. From the previews, it looks like it's gonna be really good. I love how he just doesn't. They're not doing accent work at all. Like he just sounds like some guy from New York in the middle of Rome. But yeah, I love Denzel's movies. That's my favorite Denzel movie. John Q, probably. I would have to say, if not John Q, nah, I think I would have to go with John Q. What's your favorite Denzel movie? Axel, what's your favorite Denzel movie? Man on Fire? Are you thinking because he doesn't have that many good movies or because he has so many?
So many.
Mm. American Gangster was great. I don't think she's seen American Gangster. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh my God. It's a classic, man. But yeah. American Gangster. That's up there, one of my favorites. Oh, you know what that reminds me of? I don't know why, so don't ask me. But Mystic River, man, that was a good movie. Mystic River, that is a classic. That's a movie that could make you cry, man.
I think Johnny Q.
Don't ever say Johnny Q.
I always say that.
It's John Q.
I literally say it every time and you get so mad.
Because it's not Johnny Q.
It's Johnny
It's John
Q.
Q.
Johnny Q.
Oh my God. Yeah, Mystic River was amazing. That's one of those movies that, I mean, I'm sure at the time it probably didn't slip through the cracks, but it's a movie now. If you bring it up, people are like, I don't think I've seen that one. And I'm like, what? How have you not seen Mystic River? Yeah, Sean Penn was amazing in that. That's a great movie. That's back when they didn't tell the twist in the trailer. You had to actually watch the movie to see stuff like that. Now they just put everything in the trailer. And you're just like, well, I guess I don't need to watch the movie to know what happened. What else? What else falls in that category of great movies that people haven't seen for some reason? I like Clint Eastwood movies. You ever seen The Departed? I feel like The Departed is kind of the same way. Good,
Don't kick me.
but it seems like you say me like that.
It's always in my
You're
face.
texting.
And that's so mean.
You said, "Mine, don't kick my you country."
Okay, the lady at the store today, she was like, "Would you like me to reserve this dress for you?" To your mom, and I wanted to repeat her so bad.
You would have got in trouble.
I know. And so I just did it in my head, but it's not the same.
Mustang Mike, you've seen a lot of movies. Now I need you to tell me some of your favorite movies so we can see if I've seen them. You might be more of a movie man than me.
Not gonna be more of a movie man than me.
You haven't seen any movies.
I've seen every movie.
He's about to jump.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yeah, you're not a movie person. Literally every time I talk about a movie, he's about to jump. Legends of the Fall. Damn, you got me with the first one. What's that about? Legends of the Fall? I don't think I've seen that. And if I have, I don't know the title. You did not know that movie. You're lying. The Warriors, of course I've seen The Warriors. But what is Legends of the Fall about? I don't think I know that movie. You're about to try to Google it and act like you know it. You have not seen the movie. Don't even read this Google. I know that's what you're about to do. I'm sure about another amazing movie. What's The Warriors about?
The Warriors.
You have not seen it.
These two warriors.
No, it's not. It's the opposite of that.
But in reality, they're not actually warriors.
What are they?
Gangs.
You just Googled it?
And they're in New York City, fighting in the Bronx.
Legends of the Fall, Pitt, Anthony Hopkins. But what? Give me just like a 1-sentence plot review. I just need to. I'm trying to think. Maybe I've seen it and I don't know. I just don't understand how I have not seen it. What about Seven? You like Seven? Is it called Seven? The one with Brad Pitt and what's that guy's name? He's in trouble right now. Can't think of his name. But yeah, Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman. Mustang Mike said hi. He wrote it to you in the chat. So. They call me the movie man. What's your problem? You literally, the only movie you've ever seen is Taken by Liam Neeson.
When Jacob calls me the movie man, that's all I need. Kevin
Spacey, there we go. I could not think of his name. Another classic he was in, The Usual Suspects. Mustang Mike, she does not have a favorite movie. She's only seen one movie her entire life, and it was Taken by Liam Neeson. So that's probably what her answer would be. Right? What's your favorite movie, then?
Thinking.
She's thinking, but she's just going to say Taken by Liam Neeson. Taken was good. What do you think about John Wick and what's Denzel's series called? can't think of Denzel's series. The Equalizer. That's what it was. What do you think about John Wick and the Equalizer series? Favorite sports movie? Ooh. Hmm. I'm trying to think of something that's not so typical. I was gonna say Leave It Their Own, but that's I like Angels in the Outfield, man. That's a real throwback and it's kind of childish. But Angels in the Outfield was one of the first sports movies I ever watched, and it was pretty good. Hoosiers, it's a good one. I like the typical classics too. I like Remember the Titans. For some reason, I was never really a fan of the Coach Carter movie. It was okay.
Bitch, what?
Especially like knowing the real life story behind that movie is kind of just depressing. He just wanted them to pass their classes. Um, what did I say? Yeah, Remember the Titans. What was that one with the Rock, Gridiron Gang or something like that? That one was good. I can't think of any other sports movies right now.
Gladiator.
That's not a sports movie.
It's not my favorite movie.
We already talked about that movie. You didn't even say anything when we were talking about.
Hear you.
She says Gladiator is her.
Actually, it's not my favorite movie. I think it's one of the best movies, but it's not my favorite.
Okay, what's your favorite? She doesn't want to say Taken.
No, it's not Taken.
Yes,
No, it's not. Just because I can watch it anytime, any day, does not make it my favorite.
What does favorite mean to you?
Favorite means I like it the most.
You see the town with Ben Affleck?
Rocky 4.
Rocky 4 is your
Yeah,
favorite
that's my
movie?
favorite. Actually, my favorite.
Is that the one with Tommy Gunn?
Drago.
That was number 4? You sure?
You can bet me on it. I will bet anything on this.
No.
I'll bet muñeco on this.
I don't want to bet. I just said, are you sure?
Oh, I'm sure.
Google it.
I'm so sure. I'm not gonna Google something I know. You Google it.
Rocky. Rocky
It
with
was
Apollo Creed.
Apollo, then the Mr. T, Drago, and then Tommy.
Oh, Tommy was the 5th one.
Yeah.
So which one was his son? The 6th one? There was 6 Rockies? Rocky 4 is in your top 5? Well, can you confirm Mustang Mike was Rocky 4 with Ivan Drago?
No, everyone knows that.
Not me.
You're not a true boxer fan.
You couldn't even say it right. You said boxering.
I keep combining my words and say boxer. Muñeco, get out of there.
He's not listening. He said yes. Interesting. There was 6 Rockies?
Well, I don't even count the 6th one because it came way later in the 2000s.
That's maybe that's what's
way
going on.
after the series was like basically done.
It's how many times you can get hit and keep going.
That's the only part anyone remembers.
Yeah, I literally don't remember anything else in that
movie.
movie.
That's the only good scene in the whole movie. The rest of the movie sucks.
That's hilarious. Ivan Drago was Rocky 4. In real life, Ivan Drago would have won that fight, to be honest. Yes, he would have. This dude was on like premium steroids and the best training Russia has to offer.
No.
That was all about.
Natural.
What?
Natural always wins.
Rocky. Oh, Rocky was natural, yeah. Natural does not always win. It's quite the opposite, usually.
And it has the best soundtrack.
But, they had to do it for patriotism, so, they're like...
Communism, boo.
Yeah, but in reality, like I said, that dude would have killed Rocky. The sixth was called Rocky Balboa. I'm gonna go back and watch that. You know, there
Why
was a
not?
why?
It's such a waste of time.
There was a there was a movie not too long ago, and when I say not too long ago, I mean like in the last 10 years, I believe, where Sylvester Stallone and who would he have been fighting? I don't know, some other old dude. They were having a boxing match, but they were old in the movie too, like not just in real life. I can't even think of what that movie's called. You know what I'm talking about, actually, or no?
I can look it up.
Do I like Stallone? I mean, I don't think he's the greatest actor in the world, but I got respect for him, man. I love Rambo, and I got respect for him creating his own path. Because from what I understand, they basically told him he wasn't gonna cut it as an actor or a director, and he made Rocky, so he showed them.
What would you say about that one?
Sylvester Stallone and someone else that's the same age as him. We're gonna have,
Boxing?
yeah. It's like
Is it Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I think so, yeah.
Because that's what I just thought without looking, but
That's what I thought, but I'm like, I feel like they were not fighting each other in a boxing ring.
I just feel like they were rivals in general. So they're just so old men.
I don't know, but this is like an actual acting movie. It could be. Just type in Sylvester Stallone old fighting.
Expendables?
Nah, Expendables is a war movie. I like the Expendables though. It was Sylvester Stallone. Now I'm thinking of it, right? First Blood was great. Agreed. You didn't find it? What? Type in Sylvester Stallone.
Grudge match?
Yeah, grudge match. Who was he fighting?
De Niro?
Oh yeah, I could not think of him. I just for some reason I just kept seeing his face, but I'm like, nah, he wouldn't have been in a boxing ring. Yeah, grudge match. That movie sucked. What do the ratings on that movie say? You're good, man. Thanks. Appreciate it.
6.4 out of 10.
6.4 out of 10? That's not a horrible rating for how bad that movie was. You know what Stallone did that was good recently? Have no idea what it's called, but I used to watch it in the barber shop. It was he like got out of jail and he's like an old time like mobster, but he served like 20 years or something like that. And he got out and they're like, oh, you can have this little piece of this town in Oklahoma. So he's like in some random town in Oklahoma and he's like running things out there. I started watching it. I never finished it, but it seemed like it was a decent show. Actually, it caught me off guard. So I can say that Stallone has made some good stuff for sure. Tulsa King, yeah. I don't know if I ever knew the title besides like seeing it one time, but I remember I saw it playing and I was like, this guy's still acting, man. I started watching it and I'm like, this is pretty good actually. What else? We talked about sports movies, Stallone. Well, since we already talked about Rambo, what about your favorite war movie? Go ahead.
Harbor.
Pearl Harbor's your favorite movie?
War movie.
Interesting.
Danny, you can't die. You're gonna be a father.
What's my favorite? I always try not to say like the most typical things. I feel like everyone says they love like Band of Brothers and stuff. I love Band of Brothers.
You're Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan. It's another one people say all the time. Platoon was great. I haven't seen that, I don't think. Eli Johnson, yo, what's up? Yeah, I don't know too many war movies now that I think about it. Get out, Apollo.
Apollo.
Hey, Savion, can you close that door for me? Thank you, sir. What was I gonna say? Do you watch zombie movies or scary movies? I'm not like a huge fan of horror, but when it's good, it's good. If you guys do not like zombie movies, I would recommend that you watch Train to Busan. I've never met anyone that didn't like that movie. She won't watch it. Everyone I tell to watch that, they're like, "Oh, I don't like zombie movies," and I'm like, "Bro, trust me, I said the same thing." Train to Busan is the only zombie movie that I don't consider a zombie movie. It's that good. New subscribers, salute. How'd you get here? See Platoon. I'm gonna watch it. I've never seen it, so I'm gonna watch it. Sinister was scary. Sinister was scary. High Tension is the scariest movie I've ever seen, and it's not like mythical scary, but it's terrifying. Um, Another one that there's two that's well, these are from my childhood, so they might not actually be scary anymore. The other two that might not be scary, um, I can't remember, but it's a couple that go to a hotel. They're watching the TV and they're like, "Hey, this looks like our room," and the people are like getting murdered on the TV, and then they start realizing that it is their room, and yeah. Will you lay your life for Trump? No, no thanks. We'll let you handle that, icon. Salute for laying your life down. I was just scrolling on lives and I seen you. Respect. You can talk about whatever you want up in here, bro. Right now we're just talking about movies. Did I see Devil? I don't think so. Oh wait, is that the elevator one? If it's the elevator one, I have seen that. I like that one. That was a good one. You into foreign films? Old boy. It's not scary, but it's good. Hola, bro. ¿Cómo te ha ido? No me puedo quejar, bro. Estoy vivo. ¿Cómo estás? But Trump needs your help. He doesn't need my help, bro. He's good. He's good without me. He's got you and everybody else. Yes, the elevator one. Yeah, that was a good one. Another nice little plot twist. Yeah, we're talking movies. Oh yeah, Vacancy. Yeah. Thanks for that. That one was a good one. There's also I can't think. This one I don't know if this is classed as horror, but maybe like the Last House on the Left or something like that. No, not the Last House on the Left. Sorry. Um, The neighbors? The neighbors? I don't remember. But basically, these people show up at your house and terrorize you. And I just remember the scene when I was a kid, and they're tied up and they're about to die, and they're like, "Why? Like, why us?" And she's just like, "Cause you were home." And ever since then, I've never answered the door when someone knocks. I'm just like, nope. If it's that important, they will reach me some other way. Nobody knows I'm home. Ever. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do. The icon, I haven't seen you in I don't know how long, bro. Did I watch The Sopranos? Of course. Still one of the craziest endings to a show ever. Maybe the craziest ever. I was very young at the time, but I do remember that I was just like, the TV turned off. Dexter, I love Dexter. All right, here's one for you, Mustang Mike. My favorite show of all time is The Mentalist. Have you ever heard of it or watched it? Favorite of all time. The icon, you've been lurking? Why have you been lurking, bro? I'm not saying anything. Look, Axel, what show do we know him from? Of course it changed right when you look.
Left or right?
Hmm?
Left or right?
The guy with the radio. Remember, he was on another show, and we were like, I wonder if he's really from there and he's faking the gringo accent, or if he is really from the United States.
Um,
Was it Reina del Flow? Oh, cause yeah, wasn't he like trying to make her a deal to catch Charlie's uncle?
oh, but he had red hair. I believe it
Yeah,
was
something does look different about him. He looks skinnier there too. This might be like an older show or something. You've heard of it but never watched it? Oh man, you gotta watch it. Yeah, it was definitely heard around the world for sure. Let's see, I'm at 53 minutes. I'm gonna stay on for at least 1 hour. Today's not supposed to be an extremely long live. Not extremely. I would have quit right after. I would have quit what? You'll stay on until 10. Salutes. It's gonna be probably, I don't know, it should line up exactly. I started at 9. Normally I set my time and then I show up late, but today I was on time. I would have quit running for I would have never ran for president, first of all. But if I did, no, I wouldn't have quit right after that. That's kind of just the risk that you take on doing stuff like that. So honestly, that whole situation is very suspicious to me. Like I don't know what Secret Service and the FBI and the police were up to not have secured a rooftop with that line of sight. And the more I read the reports, the weirder it is because they saw him way before then. Like, why didn't they get him off of the stage? I'm not being a conspiracy theorist here. I'm not saying anything. I'm literally just like, none of this makes sense. Now, I was just a regular old military intelligence guy when I was in, but still, I would have done a better job of securing the perimeter than that. Like, like a rooftop is literally the first thing that you would think after. No, not even after. Like, that's the first thing that I would think. Where is high ground near here that someone could get a shot from? After that, okay, in those buildings, make sure no one's in any of those rooms. I don't know. It just doesn't seem possible that they would miss something like that. But humans are humans. People make mistakes. Am I gonna do security? Hell no, bro. I like living. Yeah, I was in the army for like close to 10 years. Well, I mean, it was 10 years, but I had a 2 year break in service, so it was 8 years that I served. Damn, Rolando, I've been on for almost an hour, and I said I was gonna get off at 10, bro, and you just showed up 4 minutes before I get off. You have to catch me on Sunday, Rolando. Rolando, what time should I get on Sunday? So I can make sure you don't miss it. Do, 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 do. Pat Tillman is a hero of mine. Pat Tillman is definitely a hero. He was another person that was betrayed by the country. His whole story's so messed up, man. Sometimes that's what happens, man. You try to do the right thing and you're not paid for it. Your own people betray you and lie about it. Been cutting grass. Well, Sunday I'll try to get on at 8 o'clock. No guarantees, but that's the time I'm gonna try to set it for, and I'll stay on a little bit longer on Sunday too. Yeah. You got power yet, Rolando? Or are you still without power? Because I've heard that lots of Houstonians still don't have power. Do 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 do. The Army got a lot of people that would not have. The Army got a lot of people to join that would not have joined if it wasn't for September 9/11. Yeah, that's true. That's that's how it works. Every country has their history and events that inspire more people to sign up. There'll be another one. There always is. That's typically how it works. Like nationalism and pride. kind of wane, and then something happens, and uh, whether you feel like you have to or you want to, more people sign up because they're like, we gotta defend this country. We got a common enemy. See, we I'm not saying I want one, but we haven't really had a common enemy for a long time, which is why the country keeps getting more and more divided. So, oh, you got your power and Wi-Fi at like 3? That's cool, man. Happy to hear that. Where do I live now? I live in Texas, bro. I left Colombia like a month ago. Or yeah, it's been. I think it might be a little over a month. I think I got here at the end of May. Do you think it's intentional so people join? I don't know. It could be. It could be. When you look back in history, um, the pattern repeats itself. You know, Lusitania, SS Lusitania, and a bunch of other events like that where they just straight up lied, um, just to make people want to go to war. It wouldn't be surprising if 50 years from now they're like, oh, this event inspired this. That's just kind of how it works. But it's not, like I said, I don't know. And I'm not saying that it is that way, but I wouldn't be surprised. Nothing you could do about it, man. There's no way you can know when stuff is true or not. You just kind of have to go with what you think at the time. All right, Mustang Mike. I'm about to get off in the next 2 minutes. I'm just going to respond to everything that I see now before I get off. Why did I leave Colombia? It was a mixture of uh, just time, just being us fulfilling the time that we wanted to be there, and the injury that I sustained while I was there. It just was easier for me to be here than there. Do I plan to stay here for a while? Yeah, I'll be here for a while. I don't know how long a while is, but I'll be here for a while for sure. Our generals knew about Pearl Harbor before it happened. Well, yeah, that's what I mean, man. Like, most of the big events in history, if we didn't have the intelligence before it happened, then we just straight up did it to ourselves. I can't think of what the file is called, but there's an unclassified document about how we were going to bomb our own people to make them angry at Cuba. We were gonna say that Cuba did it. Can't think of what that mission was called, but they had it all planned out and everything. So yeah, like I said, it's part of history. We're not the only country that does it. Every country does it. Where either you let someone attack you on purpose, or you provoke them and act like it was just them, or whatever, or stuff just actually happens and you knew about it and you don't try to stop it. Yeah. Operation Northwoods or something like that. I can't remember. It might have been Operation Northwoods. Yeah, it's been a long time since I read it, but I used to read all these declassified documents. Wow, I'll be 80 years. I mean, if I live 80 more years, that'll be pretty cool. I seriously doubt it. I'm past the age where you think you're gonna live 80 more years. All right. I think I responded to all of the recent chats. So, I'm gonna get off. Change man, dímelo. I've never seen you in this chat before. Before I get off of here, because I was literally just peacing out, tell me about yourself. I'll catch you next live, maybe. Changed man. No, I've never seen that username in here. Oh, pero ¿hablas español o hablas inglés? No sé si eres un hispanohablante o de dónde eres. ¿De dónde sos? Sí, hablo español. ¿De dónde eres? Yeah, I lived in Colombia for a long time. I just got to Texas like a month ago. Okay, you live in the USA. Well, like I said, you basically just missed the live stream, but I'm gonna be back on here on Sunday, probably around the same time. I'm gonna try to get in a little bit earlier so I could do a longer live. Tonight was just like an hour. I just was planning on chatting it up just a little bit. So on Sunday, come with your questions, come with your conversation. And like I said, I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. I don't recognize your name, so I don't know. I don't know what you're into, but it sounds like you're here for Spanish, so or Colombia, one of them. So, any questions? If you got any questions in between Sunday and now, you can email me, and I'll give you my number or something. Ay, igual, bro. Que tengas una buena noche. Chao.